Greetings, fellow Earthlings. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of And Another Thing with Dave. I want to thank all of our listeners from all over the world. Please do subscribe and share if you're not already. All right, let's get into it.
Dave is
watching the skies. What you call the psychonaut? Definite.
Don't tell me you watch Big Mouth. You watch Big Mouth?
I've never heard of Big Mouth. Peter. Oh, you need to watch Big Mouth. You do a great Maury, and you don't even know it.
It's on Netflix.
Netflix. It's the best fucking animated show ever created.
It's about
you're gonna
puberty.
fucking cry.
It's funny as shit.
You're gonna cry. You're laughing so hard. Prepubescent kids and their hormone monsters. And Maury is a hormone monster. Oh my god! And the hormone monster is like the voice in your head going, "No, yeah, jack off in your mom's blouse," or whatever it might be. Like, and they do some shit. Dude. You're like, what the fuck, dude? And it's like, as soon as you do what you got to do, I'm gonna leave. So,
so he's like everybody.
To me.
That's like everybody's inner quagmire, right? Because everybody has.
Yes.
We just don't want to admit it or talk about it, right? Like,
Maury is simultaneously.
Like, come on, those ski, yeah. Ooh, whoops, was that my outside voice? Oh shit.
Dude, you're gonna fucking love the show. You get stuck. You'll be mad when there's no more episodes.
Yeah.
We've gone through that a couple times, and I'm like, God damn it, it's been a year.
When that
happens. Who the fuck are they?
Also, Disenchanted.
Disenchanted's pretty cool, but
chick's a princess and she's out there like
Big Mouth
beating up people and drinking, and she's got a demon and a freaking something else that follows her.
The writers for Big Mouth are fucking brilliant, and I hands down, Dave, you are gonna nail Maury to a T.
Oh, I love it.
I tried to coax Maury things out of you.
I love to get inspiration because, like, I can't do impersonations really, but when I find something that inspires me, I can come really fucking close, and it'll trigger me to do something, maybe something like trying to mimic it, or maybe something really close, or something totally off.
Yeah, Can't never did nothing, Dave. Can't never did nothing.
Never got up that hill.
That's one of those fucking. If I can't do that, if my body, my cells, they all go. Okay, well, I guess we'll turn that switch off.
Well, but you know what? I'm not worried about doing impersonations. How about that?
That's fine. I was just giving you shit.
Well, no, and thank you, because there's nothing that I can't do. So thank you for calling me on that.
Man.
No negative self-talk. So thank you because I didn't even realize I said it. But as soon as you say it, you start manifesting it, right? So fuck that. There's nothing I can't do.
But what I want is a bad word.
But what I want to do, I don't try. I'm fucking 110% all in. Fucking swan dive to the street. There's gonna be water, motherfucker. By the time I get there, there will be water. Right?
You know what? One of my favorite ones. Do you believe? Are you aware of a thing called channeling?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Abraham Hicks is one of my favorites. And
she's awesome.
Abraham one time said,
I got turned on to brain when I was living in Ashland.
I like it.
Damn it, I just had a brain fart. There was something I was going to say.
Sorry. Abraham Hicks said...
I'll come back to it.
Abraham Hicks said a lot of shit, so it's really hard to just go back to...
I fucked up the transmission.
Whoops.
My download disappeared, right?
Exactly. I fucked up the signal. Sorry.
Damn it, Dave.
But yeah, no.
Deflecting your freaking tinfoil hat our direction, man. We're trying to concentrate.
I mean, it's still got the pen is still so powerful, but the dynamics
are way more.
Mm-hmm.
The dynamics of having a conversation with another human being, you can't fuck with that.
Yeah, and so many people don't know how to use the pen. I mean, I can text you BRB or whatever, LOL.
Do you want to hear something crazy?
To get inflection,
Please don't.
Do you want to hear something crazy? This is kind of off topic, but not really.
Bring it.
Like
bring it.
in school right now, they don't teach kids to read or write cursive writing. They don't.
I know.
Like in Arizona, it's not even mandatory to do physical education, which in my world, it's completely a freaking mandatory thing. But what's crazy is let me finish. My 12-year-old granddaughter was looking at cursive writing the other day and fucking read it for word, and they don't teach that shit in school. She knew what it said. She could read it like she had been trained.
I saw a meme
It was
once.
crazy to me because they've never seen that.
Yeah, that is crazy. I saw a meme once that said, no, it was actually, we both saw it. It was the back of a Jeep, the fucking fifth wheel fucking cover. And it said, if we bring back cursive and 5-speeds, we'll cripple the fucking new generation.
Exactly.
They'll have no idea what's going on.
They won't be able to read cursive writing and they'll have no idea how to drive.
Exactly.
See, it's funny too that he says that because I had a 5-speed throughout all of my young life. So when my children were growing up, that's all I had. And I was way gung-ho to teach them how to drive an automatic, but I refused to teach them how to drive a stick because I didn't want them to steal my car in the middle of the night. So what happens is my youngest daughter is like, okay, Mom, she grabs my keys, runs out to the car. She starts it up because she's seen me start it. She knew how to start it. And I come out to the car and she's like, you better get in. So I get in. She's driving around the freaking neighborhood, grinding the hell out of my gears. I'm like, dude, if you're going to be driving, you want to drive a stick, you need to listen to me because you fuck up my truck, I'm going to kill you. And I ended up teaching her how to drive a stick because she's that asshole. She's like, no, I'm getting in your car and I'm taking it. You're going to either teach me how to drive or I'm destroying it.
That was me.
I'm like, you little jerk. She knows how to drive a 5-speed, but she's very bad at it.
Yeah,
I'm like, you ain't stealing my car when you decide to sneak out at 3 a.m. Fuck that.
That was totally me. Marking my mom's tires, taking her car, taking it to the mud flats.
That's exactly why I didn't teach them how to drive a 5-speed. I'm like, I'll teach you how to drive an automatic, no problem. But you ain't going to drive my car because I'm going to wake up in the morning and that fucker's going to be sitting in my driveway. It's not going to be parked up against the tree with a dented fender.
Yeah, no, I taught myself how to drive a 4-speed, but it was my mom's car when she was at work.
Whoops.
Yep.
It's crazy
I'm looking down at my feet, right, trying to get the clutch right, trying to not chirp first gear, right? I'm looking at my feet, and all of a sudden I go up and over the curb. I'm on the fucking grass in our condo complex. All of a sudden I'm doing donuts in the grass. Like, oh shit! Fuck!
It's fun, isn't it?
Well, I wasn't even doing it on purpose. I'm just like trying to get control over the fucking vehicle, and it wasn't happening. Like, fuck, this is fucking not happening.
You know who Tom Arnold is, right?
Yeah.
Well, that piece of shit grew up in my hometown.
No way.
And yeah. So one of his brothers actually taught me how to drive a 5-speed.
Wow.
And this car was like old and rusty because in the Midwest everything rusts. So it was like literally quarter panels were trying to fall off of this car. And while he's trying to teach me how to drive this car, he's like, don't wreck my car, don't break it, don't lose a quarter panel. And I'm like, dude, we're in a fucking parking lot with nobody else here. It's open. What am I going to hit?
Yeah, but if
he's
you
like,
take it
I don't
too far,
know, but you're going to fucking drop my quarter panel. I just know it. I'm like, dude,
you're going to hit too fast to the right. It's going to do that.
It was a rust bucket, but it ran really good. It sounded really good. It was mechanically a good car. Body-wise, it was not something you want to take down a really bumpy road.
Duct tape only works so well.
Yeah, right.
Oh my god.
He taught me how to drive a 5-speed, and I used to. There's the town I grew up in. The south side is all flat and level. It's on one side of the river, and the north side of the town is on the other side of the river, and it's all fucking hilly. And there's this one hill that was like, I don't know if you understand like 6% grades and shit like that, but this freaking hill
I
was
lived in
fucking
Northern
6%.
California.
Oh yeah, you understand that. So
It was in
so-
San
That's a steep ass
Francisco.
hill.
Right.
yeah, so we had this freaking one hill. I mean, a lot of hills, but this one was like super steep. And I used to challenge myself because I bought myself a 5-speed, and I'd go up that hill and I'd stop. And I'm like, okay, don't let me hit the car behind me. And I would scare myself a couple times, but I never hit the car behind me. I did really, really, really good. And then I just got this really ginormous big head. Like, yeah, I can drive anything. Fuck you. But the best part was in the wintertime when 4-wheel drives with chains on their tires couldn't get up a hill. Me and my little 4-banger were going zzz, right past them.
Yeah, baby.
Later.
It was amazing. God, the feeling that you get inside is just like, I love it. I gotta do it again.
Hell yeah.
Gotta love a 5-speed.
Yep. That's a freaking Lulu. Yep. I've had a
That
few
was
of
my
them.
story.
Love them.
My last 2 cars over the course of the last 5 years, last 3 cars, because I bought like 3 cars in the last year. So aside from these last 3 cars and the one before that, all of my cars have been at freaking 5-speed. But it's only been like the last 5 years that they were automatics, and it's only because I can't find a fucking 5-speed. It's like, what the hell, you bunch of pussies can't drive a 5-speed? What the hell's wrong with you? Or maybe they dislike them so much they're not willing to sell it. I don't know, but it's really frustrating for someone that wants one.
I knew somebody who had a Taurus that I worked with, and we'd rotate whose house we'd go smoke at before we parted for the day, and her fucking straw was up, and I noticed that she had some kind of like string or something hanging down from her car.
Her is not me.
Oh no, this is years ago. This is probably 20 years ago, 30 years ago, maybe. No, probably 20 years ago.
And the string was hanging
You
down from the car.
got it's hanging down from the car. I'm like, you got some kind of string stuck there. And I had never noticed it before, but there was like several bound up pieces of fucking string that were used to. And I'm like, she's like, no, yeah, the whole fucking front bumper, the back one too. And we're driving behind her on our way to her house, just cracking the fuck up. We get to her house, and she has like, I don't know, 3 or 4 kids, and her husband, and herself. And I shit you not, Dave, nobody in the house had shoelaces. And we all made the same. You know how we were saying earlier, you said, sometimes you have that psychic moment where you both know the same thing without saying it out loud. And oh my God, it was one of those, oh my God, I can't not laugh, but I can't laugh either. And I just started coughing uncontrollably.
At some point, you have to turn around, walk out the door, and giggle profusely.
So you're still holding the vision of the bumpers, and then you look at everybody's shoes with no laces, and you're like, oh, snap.
And we went back out later, and I'm like, fuck yeah, they're all shoelaces. One of them's purple. I'm like, oh my God. Everybody give up your shoelaces. Everybody. I'm like, what? Is this suicide watch? Right?
Commitment level like 10, right?
But talking about the duct tape held cars, you had a story that I think was triggered, but she was still talking. Well, duct tape together cars, nothing. I swear he was. Yeah, I'm trying to bait you.
He's trying to get you to talk about it. Think.
I feel like there was something, and I took it away from you. Or no, actually, she did.
I am the stealer of all cool stories, just so you know.
Robots in disguise.
What are you over there doing, man?
I think that was Maury. No, that was
that was Peter.
Oh, you know what? I watched a show the other day. The guy that talks for the coach in Big Mouth was actually on another show that I was watching. It was like some kind of, I can't even remember what it was called, but I was like, holy crap. That's the same dude. He has the same sound, and it's like an annoying sound.
The gym coach, man, he's like the 55-year-old version. Like, it's the craziest. I can't wait for you to see this show, man. You're gonna be hitting me up on IG like, oh my god.
You gotta watch Big Mouth. Anybody listening, you gotta watch Big Mouth. And if you don't have a sense of humor, then probably don't watch Big Mouth. But this shit's funny.
Fucking Netflix.
And if you have a problem with puberty, definitely don't watch it. But it's super funny. You will enjoy it if you have an open mind.
The more you know. Big Mouth. It's going down. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait for you to. That show is.
That is your homework,
up.
Dave. You need to watch Big Mouth and report back.
Your
What your
mission,
thoughts
should you
are.
choose to accept it, is to watch
Exactly.
one episode of The Big Mouth. Yeah.
Exactly.
You can't watch one.
You won't be able to watch
You
this
can't
one.
watch one.
You'll be
You
going,
watch
what the
one,
fuck
next thing you
happens
know,
next?
Birds are chirping, and you're like, God damn it. Did I stay up all night? Fuck, it's 12 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah, and then you're 2 seasons deep into a 3-season series so far.
I don't think it can keep you up that late. There's not
You
that
cannot
many.
have just one.
Right? Here we go.
Like the Cheetos.
Rage, rage, fucking rage.
That's Maury when he's mad.
That's a Maury thing.
Rage, rage, fucking rage.
I can't wait for you to see the show. It's gonna blow your fucking mind. You're gonna be like, what in the actual fuck?
Oh, I like it already.
Dude, I was sitting around babysitting one day, and the older kids were in school, the younger kids were sleeping, and I was exhausted. So I'm like, I'm just gonna lay on the bed, and I'm gonna thumb through some Netflix.
Masturbate for a
Found
moment.
this shit. I watched like 5 minutes of it, and I'm like, yeah, I can't watch any more of this. I have to wait for my husband to get home because this shit's funny. Like, already in 5 minutes. The first episode, I was like, I can't watch this without my husband. I gotta wait. Dude, it's priceless. The dialogue, the writers are amazing.
And they grow up like they're in their what, fourth or fifth season? Oh my god!
No, they're only in 3 seasons right now. There's 3 whole seasons, and then there's the Valentine episode.
Oh.
The Valentine episode.
So 4 is on the way.
It's kind of crazy.
But man, this show, these writers, there's female hormone monsters.
I don't know. I still hear it. Do you hear that noise? It sounds almost like feedback trying to start up.
That's my crystal ball.
Oh, that's your ball.
I was like, God dang it! I know our phones didn't get all of a sudden that close.
It was kind of crappy. It was.
Check it out. I'm gonna make it go super. I'm gonna make it go super loud right now.
Get it.
Yeah, get your vibration in check. Now's the time.
Yeah.
Ew, what the hell is that?
What does it sound like?
That was awesome. It sounded good.
Oh, cool.
The Nikki I was referring to is I think I found a bell pepper from the pizza on the chair.
Oh, I just coughed up a bell pepper. Oh, it's delicious.
Well, no, I didn't cough it up. I just found it on the chair, which is equally as disgusting.
I'm just embellishing, you know.
It sounds like rose quartz.
I call that a hockna. Like when you like and you get a little bit of what you just ate in your throat and you get it in your mouth.
Kinda, yeah. It's almost like a vomit, but not really.
Yeah, it's more just like a piece of food.
It's a burp stuck in it. It's food stuck in an air bubble.
Yeah, and you get to eat it again.
Yuck. Spit that shit out. It was in places that shouldn't be seen.
It's kind of a beautiful thing. I mean, it's already a part of me. I'm attached. Sorry, what were you saying?
Don't get too attached to your morsels, my friend. They will let you down every time.
That's
And they will
right.
never fill you up.
Oh, sure.
It'll never fill you up. Keep recycling the same goddamn morsel.
What are you, a camel?
Damn, that's good.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby. Yeah. That's right. That's right. Give it a good old college try. Just punch yourself in the gut. Exhale as hard as you can. I bet you get something.
Hell yeah!
Something to chew on, that is.
I mean, snail, yeah. That's so gross.
We can all work to fight world hunger. One
Right? One hack at a time. I got you, my friend.
You know that bong cough that comes up in the shower and it's kind of black? That's fucking protein, man. We need to start saving that shit.
That's reusable resin. That's what that is. It's a reusable resin.
we could feed a nation. There's protein in there.
I'm just saying, try it out.
Are you saying
smoke
ship the bong resin overseas?
I know the shitty joke after smoking bong resin.
So,
yeah.
Or do you guys think it won't be long before they're forcing prisoners to pump breast milk?
I don't think they're probably doing that shit now.
Force prisoners to pump breast milk?
I mean, where do you think they're getting it for the freaking cells on the Craigslist? I mean,
there you go. They're probably doing it
there
already.
ain't that many freaking breastfeeding women in our neighborhood.
A story that was out, like there were several people on Craigslist in Phoenix selling breast milk a few years back.
They got
bodybuilders.
So trouble.
To bodybuilders, like
there were women that were that stopped nursing their children and started feeding them formula so that
they could sell the breast milk for the bodybuilders.
And they after their kids were done nursing, they would still keep nursing themselves and selling it on freaking Craigslist.
So do you think somewhere Bill Gates?
Why would you feed your kids someone else's breast milk? Why would you do that?
It wasn't their kids. I think it was bodybuilders that were drinking the breast milk.
Most of it was bodybuilders, but there were some people buying it for their kids, and their kids started getting sick.
I mean, it kind of makes more sense than drinking cow milk. Like, why would you go suck on a cow's tit? Like, at least it's the same species, right? Like.
Okay, so let me touch on something a little dark right now.
Right?
Every time you drink a sip of milk, you're stealing a baby cow's food, basically slapping them in the face, and they starve to death because they're pumping all that milk out for you to have cheese, for you to have a freaking gallon of milk. That's bullshit. The babies, I've seen so much footage of the baby cows being punched because they're trying to nurse because someone else wants to take their milk to make $1.
I want to go a little bit even darker with you. Maybe Bill Gates has already cornered the market on human milk. Maybe we're not drinking cow milk. Maybe we've been drinking female prisoner milk for decades.
Maybe you have been. I don't drink milk.
Yeah, I don't drink milk either. That's
if dark. I buy it to put in something, it's like one of those little single 8 ounce, 12 ounce things.
Yeah,
that's fucking dark. Yeah. That's fucking dark.
But it's not. But you can't say it's not true.
You can't say it ain't a part of reality. Somewhere, someone's doing that shit. If we're thinking about it, someone's doing it.
Thank you. I want it to not be true, but the fact that I'm thinking about it means it's already fucking happening, and that's fucking horrid. That's horrid.
Well, I mean, it is illegal. It's actually a federal offense to sell raw milk. Like if you want raw milk and you have your own cow, then they can't really stop it. But no, there's a task force against it. That's a task force.
I bet adrenochrome is illegal too.
Only if you get caught. First of all, shit is only illegal if you get caught.
It's only illegal if you get caught. Thank you. That's what I grew up not thinking. Who was that?
I'm just saying.
You know what fucked me up it all goes back to elementary school. I grew up in the 70s, man, and in the principal's office, there was this poster that said, "If it feels good, do it." Right? It was the 70s.
Fuck yeah.
I took that shit to heart, bro.
You're not supposed to.
Yeah, apparently not. It's caused me a lot of grief. Like, damn.
Let's see.
I was just following the rules I was taught in elementary school. What the fuck? Come on. Can't everybody chill? Can't we all get along?
No.
Wait, what happened to Martin Luther King? Wait, where are the Kennedys? Wait.
Right?
John
They
Lennon?
were just here a second ago.
Damn. They're getting them all. Oh, God. Right?
Right. They were just all here a second ago. What the fuck happened? Where was I? What did I miss?
Yeah. Pat. Oh, nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. Go to work. Yeah. Yeah, which brings us full circle to the anniversary of George Floyd's murder. Woo! How's that for full circle?
Yeah.
Right?
That was all a bunch of bullshit, and I feel so bad for him and his family.
Yeah, me too. I was born in the summer of love, man. I was born in the summer of love.
69?
67. And, and the parent, apparently the tumultuous shit was behind us, right? Like 65 were the hardcore race riots and that shit. But
the bra burning and women trying to be topless.
I'm a big fan of that.
Just saying.
Just little side note there. Love it, ladies. Anyway, whoops.
Yeah, baby.
Quick, man. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Whoops. Yeah. Outside voice.
Raggy.
Down, Davy. Yeah. But what a crazy, we haven't made any progress. We've come full circle. Race relations are fucking just as tense now as they were then.
What?
And I don't think they really are amongst us people, but the media is hyping it, right? Like, because everybody I talk to that's quote unquote enlightened gets it.
I always worry, man, because there's enough fucking idiots that are absorbing that shit like a sponge. I'm like, God damn it.
Well, and there's more and more idiots every day, bro, and it's bred, right? Like, so in around about 2000, I heard this quote. I'm an addict for the news, right? So this was on Democracy Now, and they had a quote of Reagan's aide, and he was saying, "Mr. Governor, unless we do something about this, free college tuition, we're going to end up with an overeducated workforce and nobody to man the factories." So they did away with free college education. Now we don't have any factories thanks to Bill Clinton and NAFTA. So we got a nation full of fucking idiots and no place for them to go and nothing for them to do except join the military, which is perfect because I guess we're in this era of never-ending war and expanding empire. So it's fucking crazy.
It's ridiculous, and once you see it, you're like, how am I the only one who sees it? How?
Exactly.
Why isn't it plain as day? Like, holy shit, I was definitely asleep. I was asleep. I didn't give a fuck about this. None of it. Politics, none of it. Yeah. First time I voted was fucking 2016.
For real?
Ever. Yeah. First time I even registered to vote was in 2016.
I think I had something to do with that.
You know this whole argument we hear of like, oh, well, we can't vote third party because we're going to lose the Democrats, right? You know that whole argument?
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Well, it's total bullshit, and here's why. The largest group of people that need to be won over are non-voters. 100 million people. That dwarfs Democrats. So I don't give a fuck what these true blue Biden and Hillary fans do. You go on smoking whatever the fuck you're smoking. Apparently it's not working because you're fucking on crack.
I was gonna say, don't keep smoking that shit. You're doing it wrong.
Right.
Yeah, clearly.
I mean, let's tell it like it is. You're doing it wrong. What the fuck's wrong with you?
Plants, not pills, man.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the Democratic Party's dead. Has been for a fucking long time.
Years and years. We haven't been a democratic nation since freaking hell. I don't even know.
Do we have
a decade at least?
Should we have a two-party system?
Hell no. Are you kidding me? We actually have 13 parties, but only two of them are represented in the media.
Yeah, how many of the other parties do you even know about? Right.
The only way I learned about them, dude, was on my way up to weed country. I was listening to a community-funded radio, KMUD, Mendocino Community Radio. And I got to hear all fucking 13 different parties announce their point of view as I was going to pick up 6 pounds.
Who's with me and who's against me? Let me take notes.
Yeah, and the fucking and oh my god, the Republican Party was like, well, you seen one redwood tree, you seen them all. I'm like, okay, where can I, get a firing squad? That motherfucker.
Where do you see just one redwood tree, though? I mean, that don't happen. They are on a joint circuit. They all grow together from the same root system.
Thank you. And they create an amazing ecosystem, one of the most amazing ecosystems found on Earth. You ignorant fuck. Yeah, so smack, bam, done. You don't
slap yourself. It's almost Tuesday. Oh, wait, it is Tuesday.
It is Tuesday.
Some bucket. It is Tuesday.
When we first met Jay Hayes, he had a show that was called 25/8 because 24/7 is not enough. And he had every Tuesday, he did a show called Smack Yourself Tuesday. And everybody in the news, whether it was sports or not, like,
he didn't care if you did something stupid, smack yourself.
So-and-so did this, and that. It's Tuesday, so go on and smack yourself. And I'm always telling him, Jay, do it just for stereo, do it just for me. Man, do it for somebody. The world needs Smack Yourself Tuesday. It was gold. It was so good.
It was awesome.
It's brilliant. There's a million directions. I wanna smack myself right now. I'm not gonna smack myself in the head. Oh, it's Tuesday.
Smack yourself Tuesday.
You better. Oh,
if you bought a strawberry shake today instead of a chocolate, smack yourself. Yep. If you think that the world runs on dreams, smack yourself. I mean, just ridiculous shit.
If
just
you think Joe Biden gives a fuck about you, you better
smack yourself.
Smack yourself, motherfucker. It's Tuesday.
Yeah, exactly. Smack yourself Tuesday.
Smack yourself Tuesday. It was gold. I fucking loved it.
So many places you could go with that.
It's such a great. I mean,
and he did.
Who don't want to chime into Smack Yourself Tuesday? Even if you don't know what it is, Smack Yourself Tuesday makes you want to know what the hell it is. You know what I'm saying?
It reminds me.
People just dealing with you. I mean, chiming in just out of curiosity, and then they're gonna like it, so they're gonna be back. It's like, dude, you really need to bring that shit back.
Exactly. He totally does. It reminds me of the dad in Friday.
Kinda, huh?
Smack yourself.
You better smack yourself.
All day
that might be where he got it. That might be where he got the idea, actually. I don't even know, but that sounds good.
I'm going to go with it. Oh, you guys are cracking me up. We got massages. Look at it.
Oh, we got some.
Wait, I don't have a freaking massage. What am I missing? What?
They do got dust on them. You want to run through them?
Let's run through a couple.
Okay. Here we go.
No, it's not suicide. It becomes part of the nature of an empath. It's not a suicide at all. The last time I got upset, I was 16 years old. 6 months after that, I started feeling other people's feelings. My great-grandmother passed away. I felt my mother's feelings for years after that. I felt my sister's feelings. Couldn't do anything for myself except help them stay strong and keep them going. I haven't cried in that long, since I'm 16. I haven't had time, and you're not supposed to have time, and it is something that is instilled in you. When you realize that you're feeling too much for yourself and for that other person, it becomes a clash of controversy, and henceforth it goes away. You don't feel anything for yourself, you only feel for people around you. It's the truth. I only feel for others. I live for the existence of other people's emotions. When they need me,
I haven't.
I am strong, though. I am strong-willed. I am focused. I just woke up because I was coughing, so I am strong-willed. I am focused. I am determined to see, breathe, and feel other people's emotions. There is no changing the course. You cannot mourn for yourself. It will make you self-destruct. That is suicide in an empath's way. To feel for yourself before the person in front of you or miles away, like I can feel, you cannot feel anything except for them. You are their vessel for their feelings to help them get by, and try to approach them as cautiously as possible so that they don't know that you picked up on their feelings. But if you even say, I'm sorry for your loss, and you're a total stranger, most people will not regard that. That's what it is.
One of my favorite sayings I learned from somebody I can't tolerate to be around, but she did say all the time, I reject your reality and choose to embrace my own. And by saying that, it empowers her, or you, if you say it, it empowers you to live your best life. And who cares what other people think or what other people say? We all have our own experience. We all have our own reality. And that's basically what it all comes down to, is I embrace my own reality and I choose to refuse yours. You know what I mean? And there's sadly a lot of people out there that do that.
I heard somebody say it once, break it down really easy. Like, while you're over here worrying about what you look like, am I fat? Do I look stupid in this outfit? So are they. Nobody's really paying attention to each other at all. And if they do, so what?
They're all worried about their stuff for the most part.
We're way more worried about our own shit than yours.
But that's where the sheep will come in. I mean, look at all the Karens out there going, oh my God, you're not wearing a mask. Bitch, the mask I do wear is fucking mesh. I'm just saying. I don't actually wear a mask. It just looks like I do. And I only do it to make you feel better about yourself. I don't do it because I'm scared. I do it because you're scared. Which is why it's a mesh. I can breathe through it. I can see through it. You can see through it if you pay attention. You can actually see my face. But people don't pay attention. There's one person, and it was a guy checking stuff at the casino when I walked into the casino with Miss G.
Yeah.
I had it hanging from my hand. He's like, wait, let me see that. And he shined his light through it. He goes, yeah, that's not an acceptable mask, and gave me one of his. I'm like, okay, whatever. So I put it on until I walked like 10 feet in the door, took it off, put mine back on. I'm like, fuck it, let's go gamble.
I remember what I forgot.
Ooh, do tell.
So we were talking about can't never did nothing, and you shouldn't just try. Abraham said something one day that I was like, wow. She said, hope is a bad word. And the guy she said it to was like,
why?
And he said it like 3 or 4 times. I'm like, he was waiting for her to say something because I don't know what to say to that. Hope is a bad word because if you didn't have doubt, you wouldn't need hope. For hope to be a thing, you have to have equal parts of doubt and desire. So if you didn't have the doubt, you would not need the hope. I'm like, oh, wow. So the doubt is the splitting of the fucking energy, and it just sits in the vortex and gets dust. I'm like, oh, fuck. Hope is a fucking fuck hope. I don't ever want to hope for nothing
Unless
again.
that's your name, then don't fuck hope. But I'm just saying.
Change it. Biatch.
You have a message.
We still have a lot of messages. Are you there, Dave?
I think you got
Dave's not here. No, man, it's me, Dave. Got the stuff. Dave's not here, man.
I didn't want to be this either. I hear what you're saying, Dave. I didn't want to be this either. It was a path chosen for me. I was telling kids, get off my property and get away from me. I don't want to be friends with you, because I knew how self-destructive they were going to turn out to be. And sure enough, some of them went to jail and some of them are dead. I went to high school. I chose to try to be both. It did not work. You cannot take any psychological medications for this, okay? I cannot go to a shrink and say, hey, I want this shit to stop, because it will kill me. Period. That is why I say it's a fucking curse. I realized when I turned into an empath, I stopped all the feelings for myself. Didn't feel sorry for myself, felt empowered, because I was being privileged in onto other people's emotions, and you feel their grief as I would feel your anger.
See, I agree with some of what you said, but I disagree with the fact that you turned into an empath. I really, truly believe that you were born into it, and it took a certain amount of things for you to realize that that's what you were. I think you've always been that. I don't think it's something that you just woke up one day and became. It's not like being a dentist. I'm just saying. I mean, I agree with you. And there's a lot of shit that you're talking about that I deal with on a daily. Differences between you and I is I try not to dwell on it. I still do what I can to make the best of every situation. And if I can't, then I let the whole world know, fuck this, I don't care, I'm going to bed. And I shut it down right there, because until I can think about it on a clear mind, it's useless. So, I mean, there's a lot of deciphering, and I understand your pain, but at the same time, maybe you're focused on different aspects that are hindering you rather than aspects that will actually help you. And I don't believe that working on yourself is going to kill you. I believe that you think that because it feels so minuscule to helping others. I feel the same way. And I don't take care of myself. I'm bad at it because I'm so busy taking care of people around me, because I want them to be happy.
All right, thanks for tuning in to another episode and Another Thing with Dave. Please follow, subscribe, and share. I'm on all social media and Another Thing with Dave. And keep seeking the truth.